think I saw her, you know, straying, I just, I seemed.
Welcome to another episode of Imo CEOs, and today I have this amazing couple with me, Mr. and Mrs. Agodi Okoro. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, sir. May we know you, please?
Thank you. My name is Mr. Agodi Okoro. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Kiddies School Academy Schools, now KCA International Schools, Owerri. And beside me is my beautiful wife, Mrs. Okoro.
Ma'am.
Thank you. My name is Imo Sonia, and I'm the director of KCA International Schools.
It's nice to have you here. Sir, please, where are you from?
Okay, I'm from Arochukwu, in Abia State. That's right.
Okay, ma'am. About.
Okay, I'm from Anambra State, Nnewi, Anambra State, but I'm married to an Irish woman, so therefore I'm from Abia State. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. So, Abia and Anambra, how did you guys meet, and who said I love you first?
We met in the university,
Which university?
Abia State University, which yeah, and the first year we actually met in school. So he said I love you first.
Oh, wow. So, is it true you said I love you first?
Well, yes, I did, but not on the first day.
Okay.
Yes. It took a while, when you get to know somebody, and then you guys are compatible, and then you see something in that person before you say I love you. So you need to correct this impression out there. Don't see a lady on the first day.
I didn't say it was the first day.
Oh, really? I
Yeah,
thought you said I said
No, I didn't say
first day.
that.
Okay.
I said the
go ahead.
first year.
First
Yes,
year, and
That's
there's
what I
100
said.
level.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, did you people study the same course?
No, I actually studied education English
Right.
in Abia State University while she studied statistics.
Oh my God, statistics and English. What a nice combo.
Yeah.
Okay, so you studied English education and she studied statistics. So, the relation is not really there. How did you meet?
Well, for me, it doesn't matter what you read. Uh, I think we have not even enrolled into full full-time university studies. We met when we I think it was pre-degree. Obviously, university pre-degree program. That is the program you do before the actual
Admission.
admission. So during that 1 year, I think I saw her, straying. I just I seemed ask her where she was actually going. So from there, I started directing her to the places where she was looking for. That's how we met. And today, we're married and we're CEOs today.
Okay, ma, is it true? Let me just confirm. Is it true we are straying around?
Does it sound okay? Does it sound true?
Today.
It
Not
doesn't
true.
really
It's
sound
not
okay
true.
with me. Okay.
He was friends with my friend.
Okay.
My friend then, and I think him and the lady, they were doing the same course or something. I don't remember. So he came looking for his friend. Then we met.
Wow.
Yeah.
We met at Precise. Which of that, my friend, are we talking about? There is a contradiction in this story. It's not, yeah, actually.
Yeah, let's hear from you, sir.
Yeah, but no, what I'm saying is that we met during our pre-degree days and then eventually started dating. From there, we got the actual admission and then,
Continue from
yes,
there.
and we've known for 20 good years.
Wow.
We've actually known for 20 years now, officially and unofficially.
Oh my
So
God.
it's a success story.
It's a nice one because most university love stories don't usually end together, and here you are today.
No, this one and
Oh my
it's going on well.
Yes,
It's going on, but it is not a rosy path. It's full of thorns. But what happens is,
and you make
we're still pushing,
yeah.
and we keep pushing. Yeah.
Nice one, sir.
We're CEOs today. We're running a business together.
Oh my God. So please, can you tell us more about KCA International Schools?
KCA International Schools, formerly known as Kiddies Grove Academy Schools, started in 2015, and KCA International Kiddies Grove Academy is 10 years today, and for the past 10 years, we've been rendering educational services.
So what inspired you to set up KCA International Schools?
Thank you. Growing up, I did not have the opportunity to attend what we call today the good schools, the best schools. There were things I lacked, and that inspired me. It also added to the fact that my mom, as a school principal then, she was taking me each school she goes to. Those were the government schools then. But when we meet our contemporaries in the private school, you find out that there's this difference between those in the public school and those in the private school. Okay? Now, when we go for competitions, you see those in the private schools having all the awards and all the rest of them. I started thinking, there was this inspiration. Private school, this. So, it got to a point that God blessed me. Okay? I looked at some of the things I used to think about. I'm like, how can I help in this sector? This was just the motivating factor that made me to think towards setting up a school. Not just setting up a school that has standard. Because I believe in standard. If it's not standard, some of those things I missed out. I made sure that I incorporated it into the school to give the best. So today, my children and the children that are attending that school are benefiting from that vision, that idea of the best. And that is my inspiration for venturing into school business. And it's been awesome. Yeah, in addition also, some people own schools. Their children are not at that school.
Yeah, that's true.
For me, my 3 kids are in that school. What it means is, I can't give less. Whatever I give to my children is what I give outsiders too. So that standard I've always dreamt of having, that standard I want my children to get is the same standard I am giving others.
That's a nice one, sir. So, judging from the fact that you're from Abia State and your beautiful wife is from Anambra State, so why did you decide to invest here in Owerri?
Okay, I was born in Imo State here in Owerri here. I've lived a greater part of my life in Owerri here. And Imo State has really contributed so much to me, regardless of the fact that I'm from Abia State. Imo State contributed so much to me, and being a place where I have lived a major part of my life in, how do I give back to the society that has contributed? I decided to invest in Imo State here. I've also gone to my state to also cite a few things, businesses running there. But in Imo State here, because I was born and bred here, and Imo State has contributed immensely to my life, giving back to the society, giving back to everybody that contributed. I mean, it's a good decision for me. That's why I invested in Imo State here in Owerri.
But do you have the project of taking your school to another state or something like that?
Yes, of course. We have plans of citing other branches of the school in Abuja, Port Harcourt, Enugu, and Abia. Okay? But first and foremost, we want to solidify our base here before going to those places, because that's one mistake you see people make in business. Citing branches of business is good, but you just have to make sure that you solidify yourself. You have a root first that speaks of your brand before you go to places. Take ShopRite, for instance. They have, it's a brand. Okay? Any place they open any branch, they don't need advert. The word ShopRite it's already there. You go in there, you don't need to see the owner. You go there. That is my idea, vision of solidifying somewhere before going to places.
Ma'am, where is KCA located in Owerri?
Okay. KCA is located at number 3 Arugo Street, Aladima Housing Estates. Where?
Okay. So, ma, growing up, what were your career aspirations?
Okay. Growing up, I really wanted to be a lawyer.
Okay.
So, getting into the university, I didn't get law, so
They gave you
I had to
another
go
thing.
for statistics. Yes, so but I really wanted to be a lawyer.
Is there still hope for that?
No, not really.
Okay. So, what about you? What were your career aspirations when you were younger?
I don't know why she stole the same thing I had in mind. I actually wanted to be a lawyer
Oh,
so that I will send criminals to jail. But when I got to the university, I think the same thing that happened to her happened. And I was so tired of, I don't want to join the bandwagon of writing jam every year. I was advised by my father to take up the course and read it. And the future doesn't really depend on what you read. Okay? He encouraged me, and I read it. Unknown to me that before you set up a school, you must have a degree in education.
yes.
Boom! When I was about setting up that school, the first requirement they told me that you must have a degree in education. I'm like, wow. Okay? Yeah, so
I think
awesome.
it's actually okay that you listen to your father. Maybe if you didn't, you wouldn't have met your beautiful wife if you had studied law and she came to statistics. I think.
What if you say so? No problem.
But don't you accept it with me?
We might not have met.
Exactly. Okay, Sir KCA, what makes it stand out in the market?
Like I said about my inspiration
Yes.
and what made me to set up this school, I think the answer is there. But let me answer it straight. What inspired me? Is that your question?
No, what makes KCA
what makes
stand
KCA
out?
stand out? Passion is one. Because as a vision bearer, I had the passion to give the best. I am there. My mother is there as a consultant to the school. She is there. It's more of a family setting, and my children are there. I will not sell less. I believe in standard. I will give standard and nothing short of it. That's why I stand out amongst the competitors I have.
Okay. So, Ma, have you been in a situation where you need to compromise standard in your school?
No, I've not been in that situation before, and we don't compromise. Like you said earlier, my kids are in the school, so we don't give less.
Okay, so sir, do you have anything to say about that?
Well, from what I've also told you earlier, there has not been any such situation, because right from the recruitment process, from day one, we have a system. You cannot come to a panel or a seat where I'm sitting in a recruitment process First of all, your experience will show, your CV will show, everything about you will show. So from the recruitment point, the school will have this principle and policy of getting the best. At that point, if you do not give me what I need, you go, because this is my area. And by the way, I have masters in education and administration and planning. So I'm full grounded in education. Since I'm paying you for this service, you must be the best. So if I get less of what I'm supposed to get, my children are there, other people's children are there. So since I'm paying for the service, you should be the best before I take you in.
There's no room for.
There's no room for that at all. Yes.
Sir, what are your personal challenges you face with running a school together with your wife? So,
On the business, one, I will start with one. Financing in the education sector is a very big challenge. The government is not supporting the private sector. The financial institutions with their high what is it called? Interest rates. You end up micromanaging, trying to struggle. You know how beautiful the economy is, right?
yeah,
So
very
economy is one big challenge and we're pulling through. Then the other part of it is teachers, generally speaking, they have this attitude of not staying at a place. Every private school will agree with me that teachers don't sit at a place. Most times you come to an interview session, you see somebody with a CV of 10 pages. Person will just run, feeling that she has so much experience. It takes somebody who is smart to open that CV to see. Within 1 year, you have worked in 10 schools. That's a minus for me. So because they run out, okay, today you will employ somebody and you're paying that person, for instance, 10,000 naira today. That person is recruited today. Because her CV is thrown around so many schools. The next day, another person calls and employs at 11,000. Just because of 1,000, she leaves the students. She leaves the school. She leaves the class. It's a big turnoff. It's a very big challenge. They prostitute. That's what we call it in the sector. Jumping from one school or the other, not being steady at a place. It's a very big challenge, a major challenge in the school sector. And then, lastly, it's parents. Parents do not complement what we do in school. They end up leaving everything to the school. How can you bring a child to school? You dump that child in the school, and you feel that the school will open the head of that child to put. Even when we try to teach these children, when they go home, instead of the parents complimenting from the home side, even the assignment you give to the children, they are shouting at you. Why are you giving them? Because they don't want to sit down and help that child to do. They come back to school, shout, and all the rest of them. For me, I'm a no-nonsense person. If you finish shout and I'll give your child that assignment, you're not doing me. So parents are part of the problem we have in the private school. They do not complement what we do at home. They just leave the children to play about, watch televisions, tablets, all those things, and it comes back to the school. At the end of the time, when you look at the cumulative results, you find out that this child is not doing this, this school is not doing. That's why they jump around from different schools. This school is not doing this school is not doing it. Call that person, interview that person, and ask that person, do you help your child at all? They do not know that they are the ones that are causing the problem. So these are some of the challenges we have in the private school. Okay? I mentioned to you financing from no support from the government, financing from the banking sector, high interest rate. Then this part is parents, the issues we have parents. I think these are basically the other ones are issues you can always handle. Okay, when it comes to hazards too, when it comes to school bus and all the rest of them, we find out logistics issues and all. We try to solve all those little ones, but we are having these three major challenges I mentioned.
Ma, as a director in KCA, how do you manage some of the challenges that comes with handling some of these parents and other issues that comes to your office?
Okay, it depends on the situation.
Yeah, you can give us an instance.
Okay, let me use the events we do in school, like Christmas party, graduation, all these children's
Yes.
uh, activities that we do, some in school, outdoor events, and all that. So some parents feel some kids are being captured or videoed while some don't appear. So we try to make them understand that it's not our fault, that it's a general thing. Pictures, when a photographer or a video person comes to an event, he or she snaps and videos at random. It's not like he purposely focused on someone, you know. So we'll try to make them understand that it's not an intentional thing. But you see them shouting and giving all sort of excuses if their kids don't pay the same fee, if they are not beautiful, so why would they exempt their kids? Even when you, sometimes I even go to the extent of using my phone to snap the kids to send to the guy. They'll be like, no, they want the professional one and all
Wow.
that. So I can't go and tell the photographer, oh, see this
Snap
child,
this kid.
don't snap this child. So funny enough, it happened on 2 or 3 occasions. So I try to make them understand, and it's not even like it's one person we use different
Some
people,
level schools,
you know, to achieve this. But they feel it's something that is done on purpose. So a particular parent that has 2 kids has then left the school because of that. So
Just
it's,
because of the
yeah,
picture.
exactly, because of that. And also in events, you know, our events is you don't eat or drink. They talk to you like you're supposed to
You're the one
even
sharing the food.
exactly. While this is a buffet thing, but to stand up to go get the food is a problem. They actually want you,
To
the
come
directors, to bring the food to them, you know. So those are 1 or 2 challenges, coupled with others though.
There's so many of them, very many
Yeah,
of them.
exactly.
But the most important thing is that you were able to solve and rectify it.
Yes.
Now, how does this economy affect parents in payment of school fees, and how do you solve such issues?
Okay, you know the economy is not smiling now, so we try to manage the situation.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for that question. Um, Managing the situation here doesn't mean that we do not understand the economic situation of the country. The economic situation of the country has affected every business in the country. But as it concerns the school we run, um, you see a lot of people leaving to other schools, other cheaper schools, and all that has really affected the numerical strength of schools generally as we speak. How do you manage it? What we try to do this period is try to do some incentives, okay? Invite these parents. We run an open door policy where, okay, you go to some schools, you find out that some schools you pay 100% school fees before school resumes.
Yeah.
But here, there's a way we did it. We structured it in installments to enable you pay. Okay, and then if you have issues around payment, if you come to us, depending on your issue, not a general thing per se, because in the past people have tried to abuse these privileges. They owe you, they even leave the school. They go outside there, they're talking a lot of bullshit about the school. This school is this, they are bad, they don't do this, they don't do this. They are running away from money. Instead of coming to you to say, because of our financial constraints, we can no longer continue.
Yes.
Because of logistics issue, because of and so many things. But this period, we were able to come up with very wonderful policies, payment plans to help people fight this economic hardship. So we have an open door policy, we have a flexible payment plan to help people pay.
That's a nice one, sir. So, what kind of advice will you give to people out there, even those that want to start up a school, to parents and to students?
Well, this is our 10 years of running a school. There is no day without a challenge in the sector. What every day you must hear, but insults, but anything, your phone must ring every now and then. If it's not coming from parents, it's coming from teachers, it's not coming from parents, the school bus, kitchen, this, that. But I will advise anybody who wants to go into this business to consult widely before going into the business, because it's not an easy business. It's time consuming, it's very tasking, very risky business. Accidents, children, anything can happen, anytime, any second, you are responsible. And in this insecurity period, quite a lot of things happen. It's happening. So my message for them in summary is to really consult widely before they go into the business. And you must have the temperament to manage the parents, your staff, the children, because it's not easy to manage children.
Yeah, it's not.
So if you do not have these three right temperaments, please do not go into the business. If you are the type that fights, shouts, fights at any given, please don't go into that business. Just make sure that you look for any other business and join. This is not a business for people who are not soft-minded. If you don't have passion also, don't go into this business.
Okay, ma'am, please, what advice will you give to parents out there to help you serve them better?
Okay, what I advise parents from the home front to do is to help the school. Like to help the kids, assist the kids to do their home fun in the house. Because school, this thing we call education, is a 50-50 thing, right? So the parents will do our part as a school, and the parents they have to do theirs in the house, at home, to help the kid. Because training of a child is not one-sided, it's two-sided, you understand? So they will have to help and do their deeds from the house while we do ours from the school.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much, sir. It's an honor to have you here.
Same here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channels.